Horses are called to the starting gate for race number 5, Kindergarten Stakes, 2-year-olds. Number 1 is Scratched. Number 2, George M. with Corey Manning. Number 3, Bits and Bites, Daryl Mason. Number 4, AK Up and Adam teams up with Tyler Grundy. Number 5, AK Flipper the Bird with Michelle Ray. Number 6 is Fallout Girl with Dawn Howlett. Number 7, Beyond the Budget with Clayton Braybrook. And number 8, Sassy Libby with Mark Filion. 5 on the gate, 2 trailers fighting for their slice of the purse. Let's go. They're off and pacing. Bits and Bites takes the early lead. Fallout Girl slides in second. Beyond the Budget's third. Out wide is AK Up and Adam. George M is in fifth. Sassy Libby is sixth. And trailing is AK Flipper the Bird. They're marching down the backstretch, 6 in. But AK Up and Adam is stuck out 2 wide. Bits and Bites leading the way at the opening quarter. 31-1 opening quarter. Bits and Bites. Fallout Girls right there in second. AK Up and Adam stuck out 2 wide. Sassy Libby out 2 wide. Beyond the Budget boxed in there fourth. George M. and trailing is AK Flipper the Bird as they're straightening down the stretch for the first time. 5 in, 2 out, but it's all Bits and Bites. (101-3). Bits and Bites still leading the way in the clubhouse turn. Fallout Girls in second. AK Up and Adams had a long trip out 2 wide. Beyond the Budget is fourth, battling with Sassy Libby. AK Flipper the Bird now trying to join the front of the pack. And the new trailer, George M. Bits and Bites still leading the way. AK Up and Adams second. Sassy Libby and Fallout Girl battling for third. Beyond the Budget right there in fifth. 32-4. Bits and Bites, AK Up and Adam battling it out. Sassy Libby trying to join the party. Fallout Girl fading on the inside, out beyond the Budget. AK Up and Adam, can he do it? 2 wide the whole way around. Bits and Bites on the inside. AK Up and Adam with the win here in the Kindergarten Stakes. Bits and Bites for second, Sassy Libby for third.
All right, the field of 7 2-year-olds are set for the Juvenile Stakes, which should go race 5, Miami Fair. Up next, now the replays of leg 1 and 2 of the Silk Lace Stakes.
The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 4, the Silk Lace Stakes, leg number 1. Number 1, Moonshine and Melody, Corey Manning in the bike. Number 2, Baby Badger with Kevin Hildebrandt. Number 3, Send Me a Tweet with Dawn Howlett. And number 4, Millie's Million, Michelle Ray. And number 5 is Scratched. The 4 3-year-old fillies, nose up on the gate. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. On the inside, Send Me a Tweet tries to take the lead, but Millie's Million charges to the front end. Moonshine and Melody slides in third, and Baby Badger is fourth. Marching down the backstretch, Millie's Million. Send Me a Tweet, though, right there in second. Moonshine and Melody third. And Kevin Hildebrandt with Baby Badger can see them all as they're coming to the opening quarter. Millie's Million leading the way. 31-2 opening quarter. About a 3-length lead on Send Me a Tweet. Moonshine and Melody. Third. And the trailer, Baby Badger. As they're straightening down for the first time. Millie's Million with Michelle Ray setting the early pace. All 4 fillies in a nice line as they come to the halfway mark. $103-1. They're going into the clubhouse turn. Millie's Million. Send Me a Tweet waiting to strike. Moonshine and Melody is third. And Baby Badger is fourth. Going down, straightening out to the backstretch. Millie's Million's opening it up. Send Me a Tweet is trending too. As they're coming down to the 3-quarter mark. Millie's Million with a little bit of a lead. But so did the Toronto Maple Leafs. Saw what happened there. 3-quarter mark. 133-1. Millie's Million, 4-length lead. Send Me a Tweet is second. Baby Badger and Moonshine and Melody battling for third. But Millie's Million won't get caught in the leg 1 of the Silk Lace Stakes. Send Me a Tweet for second. And Baby Badger finished strong for third. Horses are behind the starting gate for race number 3, Silk Lace Stakes, leg number 2. Number 1, Millie's Million with Michelle Ray and your post-time favorite. Number 2, Send Me a Tweet with Dawn Howlett. And number 3, Baby Badger with Kevin Hildebrandt. 3 fillies up on the gate. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. Millie's Million takes the early lead. Send Me a Tweet right there in second. And Baby Badger slides into third. As they're heading down the backstretch for the very first time, Millie's Million with Michelle Ray right there. Send Me a Tweet with Dawn Howlett and Kevin. And Baby Badger still can see them all. As they're heading down there by the baseball fields, coming to the quarter mark, Millie's Million is your leader. 31-4 opening quarter. Millie's Million. About a length lead on Send Me a Tweet. And another length back to Baby Badger. Coming down the stretch for the first time, it's all Millie's Million setting that early pace. $102-3 for the opening half mile. Millie's Million leading the way into the clubhouse turn. Send Me a Tweet. About 2 lengths back in second. And about 3 lengths back to Baby Badger. Now opening it up. Millie's Million. Send Me a Tweet trying to chase her down. Now we're going to get a battle. Millie's Million and Send Me a Tweet. But don't count out Baby Badger. As they're coming to the 3-quarter mark, Millie's Million still leading the way. 132-3. Millie's Million. Send Me a Tweet and Baby Badger. Coming down the stretch for the last time. Millie's Million can Send Me a Tweet catcher. Millie's Million. Here comes Send Me a Tweet. Late push, but it's all Millie's Million. Send Me a Tweet and Baby Badger.
All right, the field of 4 for the Silk Lace Finals is set. This is the first race of the day on Saturday, right at 3 p.m. Central, post time on HPI Bet. Up next, Golden Boy leg 1 and 2 replays.
The horses are called to starting gate for race number 8, the Golden Bay Stake, leg 1. Number 1, Promise Me a Win with Melanie Rey. Number 2, Jimmy Did Done Good with Kirk Rogers. Number 3, Don's Night Owl, Daryl Thiessen. Number 4, Serial Killer, Don Howlett. Number 5 is Scratch. Number 6, Inside Joke with Daryl Mason. Number 7, Max Combo with Tyler Grundy. And number 8, Drive It Like You Stole It, Dean Ray. The 7 Colts and Geldings for the Golden Stake. Here they come. And they're off and pacing. To the front end, Don's Night Owl trying to take the lead. On the inside, Jimmy Did Done Good. Serial Killer out 2 wide third. Drive It Like You Stole It in the inside fourth. Promise Me a Win racing fifth. Inside Joke is sixth. And Max Combo having some problems there at the back end. Serial Killer now has the lead. Don's Night Owl is at second at the quarter mark. 30-1 opening quarter. Serial Killer leading the way. Don's Night Owl's in second. Jimmy Did Done Good is third. Drive It Like You Stole It fourth. Promise Me a Win fifth. Racing sixth. Inside Joke. And still trailing Max Combo. As the Manitoba Star Colts and Geldings come down for the first time, it's all Serial Killer setting the pace. Out, make the first move. Drive It Like You Stole It. 1 minute and 4/5. Serial Killer on the inside. Don's Night Owl. Drive It Like You Stole It. Try to make a pick 4 carryover. On the outside, Promise Me a Win 2. Jimmy Did Done Good's now 5th. Inside Joke sitting patiently in 6th. 4 in, 2 out down the backstretch. Serial Killer and Drive It Like You Stole It, battling it out. Jimmy Did Done, or Promise Me a Win, sorry, is right there. And Don's Night on the inside at the 3/4 mark. 31 flat. Promise Me a Win out 3 wide. Boxed in there. Don's Night Owl still third. Fading. Drive It Like You Stole It. And here comes Jimmy Did Done Good. As they're down the stretch. Could be anyone's race here. A little bit of a break on Serial Killer. Here comes Promise Me a Win. Battling it out. Can Don's Night Owl do it? Don's Night Owl. There we go. Woohoo! The horses are called to the starting gate for race number 6, leg 2 of the Golden Boy Stakes. Number 1, Drive Like You Stole It with Dean Ray. Number 2, Don's Night Owl, Glenn LeDrew teams up. Number 3, Promise Me a Win with Melanie Rey. Number 4, Inside Joke, Daryl Mason in the bike. Number 5, Jimmy Did Done Good with Kirk Rogers. And number 6, Serial Killer with Don Howlett. The 6 3-year-olds up on the gate. Even money between the 1, 2, 3, and 6. Pretty spread out. Here they come. And they're off and pacing right to the front end. Jimmy Did Done Good. The real big long shot takes the lead. Drive Like You Stole It second. Don's Night Owl in third. Promise Me a Win fourth. Inside Joke fifth. And trailing Serial Killer. Marching down the backstretch. Jimmy Did Done Good. No tickets sold to win. Is setting the early pace. Drive Like You Stole It now out 2 wide charging. Don's Night Owl trying to catch up as well. Promise Me a Win still in fourth at the quarter mark. 31-1 opening quarter. Drive Like You Stole It, your new leader. Jimmy Did Done Good still right there in second. Don's Night Owl's in third. Promise Me a Win racing fourth. Inside Joke racing fifth. And Serial Killer can see them all as they're coming down the stretch for the first time. Drive Like You Stole It stole that lead from Jimmy Did Done Good. 6 in a line at the half. 1:02-1 for the opening half mile. They're kicking in the clubhouse turn. Promise Me a Win coming out 2 wide. But Drive Like You Stole It still leading. Jimmy Did Done Good right there in second. Promise Me a Win's now third. Don's Night Owl is now racing fourth. Inside Joke fifth. and Serial Killer still trailing as they're coming to the 3-quarter mark. It's Michelle Ray and Dean Ray battling it out. 132-1. Promise Me a Win with the lead. Drive Like You Stole It's racing second. Jimmy Did Done Good still third. Don's Night Owl is fourth. Coming down the stretch on the inside. Drive Like You Stole It on the outside. Promise Me a Win. The two Ray boys duking it out. Here comes Don's Night Owl charging late. What's it going to be? It's going to be tight. It's going to be Drive Like You Stole It, Don's Night Owl. Promise Me a Win. 2:02 and
The field of 5 is set for the Golden Boy Stakes Finals. Race 3 on this Saturday's card at Miami Fair. 3 p.m. post time, HBI Bet. And up next now, stats for trainers and drivers, followed by the selection portion with Sugar Doyle. We're here with trainer Melanie Rey Clark, right? Yeah. Yeah. And because I've heard Ray and I've heard Rey Clark, so I'll make sure I get it right.
Yeah, I kept the Ray, so it's Rey Clark.
Perfect. And she's the trainer of Great Quote, or you know him as Rex, right?
Yeah,
Rex.
That's what we call him. Yeah.
He's going into his retirement, having his last race this Saturday. So I thought it'd be good to have you on to talk about him and his career and maybe a couple of the stake races as well. So is there anything you want to talk about, Rex?
Well, Rex and I, it's not like we're some great story where we've had a ton of races and stuff like that. It's a different type of relationship. We've developed quite the bond. So in many ways it has been changing and a big story for us, but it's not like he's gotten me a bunch of wins and we've had this amazing career together. I've had him for 3 years. I originally bought him because I thought he'd be this great open horse. And, he came with a lot of issues. He wasn't as quiet as I anticipated, had lots of anxiety. And something I noticed with him right away is that he was really good with kids, very quiet with my kids. My daughter was 2 at the time, and he was so good with her. So, I kept trucking with him, kept working on him. He had lots of issues. And then, we just kind of grew from there. He started to trust me. We have a really good relationship, and yeah, he's one of my most favorite horses I've had in my whole life. So I can think of 2 horses in my life that I'll never forget, and now he's one of them. So he's pretty special to me. And I knew this year that this was going to be his last year. He has issues with his feet and soreness and lameness. I didn't even think we were actually going to get this far. So, we're here, and we're at the last weekend, and I wanted to, retire him in Manitoba. That was important to me. So, my kids are going to be part of it. They've got a box of Rice Krispies and a bag of licorice ready for him in the winter circle. And I'm moving forward with, I'm a social worker, so I work with child welfare, and I started my own business in equine assisted therapy, and he was a big part of that. I saw that he had a lot of potential to help kids, help adults, and so that's just going to be his new career, and we're going to do that. And I really listened to my horse this year. That's something I've learned through that, and I knew he didn't want to do this anymore, and it was time to let him go.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure, I could have raced him for 3 more years, 4 more years, and made some money with him, but it wasn't in his best interest. So we're gonna end it while it means the most to us, and keep on our career together. And we have, I think, a brighter future together. So pretty excited about it.
Yeah, perfect. It's really good to see that he's got a job lined up per se after, so it's not he's not going to just sit out and do nothing all the time. So that's good.
And that's a big part of why I wanted to start this business, because I like the old quiet horses. Drives my family nuts because I always get the old claimers, the quiet horses, and then there's not much of a career for them after they're done racing. And this isn't a horse I wanted to ever give up, so I can use them and hopefully help other standardbreds, and by doing this type of work and helping people.
Perfect. How do you feel about him going into Saturday? He's the long shot on the board in his own race, but like you said, he's got some issues. Do you think he can pull one last one out?
So something about Rex, and I'm not going to just say this because this is a retirement race, but the past 2 weeks off have been beneficial to him. And yesterday I worked him, and it was the best he's worked in the 3 years I've had him. So not going to lie, he feels good. He's going to be ready, and I don't mind being the long shot. He's got the rail, and if he's in it, he's going to try. So I like my chances. I know he's the long shot. He usually is, but that's the toughest race in my opinion. So classy old claimers. I haven't had a chance to win yet, so I think it's my turn. So
perfect. Anyway, that's really the only horse you have this year going. But being around the barn, what do you like going into these stake races on Saturday, especially like the Silk Lace, or let's start with the Silk Lace. Who do you like in that one?
Obviously Millie's Million, right? So that's my family's farm. I helped raise her. I do lots of work with her. I really like Millie's Million. I always have. I think I said it at the beginning of the year that she's got potential to be one of the best, and I still believe that. We've had a lot of great horses, like Raising a Rocket just raced a monster of a mile yesterday. Mm-hmm. And I think she's got the potential to be just as good as Raising a Rocket. So I really like her. She's full of sass. She's got the rail. So I think she'll be there. They're sending me a tweet in there, and Dawn's probably one of the best drivers I've ever met. And, Mark Fillion always has his horses ready. So she'll be some good competition, but I really think it'll be like Millie and send me a tweet coming down the stretch.
Awesome. What about the Golden Boy? Who do you like in that one?
I think that's the toughest race of the day, because any one of those horses can win. When I was looking at the one I like the best is actually Dean's horse, Drive It Like You Stole It. He really impresses me, and Dean always has his horses ready. So I think, doesn't he have the inside? When I was looking at it, he's got the 3. But I don't think Dawn's Night Owl, leaves well, but Dawn's Night Owl comes home. So gonna watch him at the end. And if Trevor has him right, he has potential to win it. And I really like Serial Killer too. Like, when that horse is right, he can fly. So I really think any one of those. And Promise Me a Win, we know him as Bubbles. He's the barn favorite. The kids love him. Everybody loves this horse. And I think 2 weeks off would be beneficial to him. He's a big horse. He's growing. So some time off was beneficial, and he's ready, and he's just getting better. So but I mean, he draws the outside, so, but he likes to come home. So you've got a lot of late speed here. So I don't know who's going to win. So I really think Dean's going to go to the top, and it's going to be the other ones flying at the end.
Perfect. And then, there's the juvenile. We have a lot of 2-year-olds this year. I remember like last year we only had 2 that raced in the stake races, now jumping to 7. I think that's really good for the future of Manitoba. So who do you like in that, and all these 2-year-olds that actually are pretty talented?
Yeah, there's a lot of 2-year-olds this year. And I mean, there's just probably more to come than 3-year-olds, because there's probably a bunch that haven't raced as 2-year-olds that are going to have lots of potential next year. I really like Bits and Bites, the breeding on that one. So, it's related to Millie, and I think that with the rail, I don't see much beating him. I mean, maybe Tyler's horse, AK Up and Atom, might be coming. Fallout Curl had a good race. So, those are the ones I kind of like. Or Beyond the Budget isn't, but I really like Bits and Bites on the rail. So that would be my opinion.
Perfect. And then, like, obviously it's last week, but going into next year, big expansion potentially coming into Winnipeg. What's your thoughts on that as someone that's been in the industry for some time?
Yeah, I've been in it my whole life. So, I mean, I've been hearing this my whole life. So it'd be nice if we actually get there. I think it's got great potential. I mean, a lot of us, like for me, especially like for 90% of the horsemen, this isn't our full-time gig. We do this because we love it, because we have a passion. It takes a lot of dedication. I'm working my horse at 5:00 at night after a full day's work with my kids, making dinner. And I know I'm not alone in that. It's not like I have a groom, like I have a small stable. I have 1 or 2 horses. So I think the potential is awesome. And I mean, I'm more open to the type of horses I'm planning to get this year. I've been looking already and making plans for next year. So I'm pretty excited about it, and we'll see when we get there. Hopefully the track will be in top shape. And
oh yeah, I know you had great quotes retiring, but do you have any plans to go to Saskatoon or no?
No, not with work and stuff. I might go see. I'd like to go see the Futurity final and stuff, but I've got 2 little kids and work, and so and I really wanted to end it here in Manitoba.
Oh, perfect. I think I'm supposed to announce the Futurity finals weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. Thank you for your time, and best of luck with your last race there on Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hopefully we can get the races in this weekend, week 11, final day that we'll be here in Miami. I got Sugar Doyle again with me to go over the 11 races. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, nice to be here again. We'll try to get this card in. Hey, it's been a rough go.
Yeah, for sure. And we got the 3 stake races that were supposed to go last weekend, and then the Futurity, which was supposed to go 2 weekends ago, I believe will take place in Saskatoon. So everything will get done. Just
I see the stake races stayed the same, the draws stayed the same, but the overnights, they switched up quite a bit. I know we were showing lots of love for Tyler Grundy last time we did this, but sorry, Tyler, it's just not the same.
No, not the same today. So we're going to take race 1. It's probably very similar to what we had last time out, the Silk Lace Stake. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm not changing things up at all for the stake finals. Number 1, Millie's Million all day here. It's the one to beat for sure, but I don't see it happening. Put her on top to start things off. The 4 horse, Send Me a Tweet, appears to be second best. Play the 1-4 exactor here, but don't expect much in return, right? And to complete the top 3, we'll use the 3. Baby Badger likely picks up her 4th straight third place finish here, and for me, it's a hard 1-4-3 try to open things up.
Yeah, I agree. There's not much else to add in that. Millie's Million, the obvious choice, and gets the rail, and then Send Me a Tweet from the outside. And I like Baby Badger for 3rd. Now, second race, this one's a little different from before. Fillies and Mares, non-winners have won in the last couple of years. Who do you like in this one?
I'm going to try the 5, State Your Case on top. I'm going to give her the outside chance to win. The only winner here this season from this field, flashed a mile and 2-2 in her latest. Top call for me, the 5, State Your Case, George Isman. The 3, Glitter on the Beach could be your exactor factor. I'd likely use the 4 behind the 5 as well in the exactor there. Number 4, okay, you tell me how you're going to call that horse's name. Look at me fly. Isn't that something, eh? Yeah. Corey Manning, one to consider for the exactor and the try. Has the speed to go with the 3, but maybe not quite the 5. So for me, it's 5, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, I have the 5 from the outside. I really liked how the Isman Barn's doing. For second, I'm going to go with My Oh My, Look at Me Fly. Like how its times are pretty on pace, like about a second slower than State Your Case, but right around the same as the 3. So I'm going to take the 3, Glitter on the Beach, to round out my triactor.
Yeah, okay. I'm with you.
Oh, yeah. Now, the race number 3, the Golden Boy Final. I don't remember what I did last week, and I can't find my paper, so mine might be different, but what you got?
I remember what I did here. I'm all over the 2, Don's Night Owl. Glenn LeDrew is the guy I'm going to see having a big day here on Saturday. He's got plenty of live bullets on the afternoon's card. Don's Night Owl, 6 for 6 on the season for top 3s. Highest earner in the field. I love his chances here after just missing in his last 2. All day long, all over number 2, Don's Night Owl, to take the Golden Boy. Number 3, Drive Like You Stole It. Next highest earner in the field, always a factor. What's not to like, right? So he's my exactor play for second. And to round out the top 3 here, number 5, Promise Me a Win. You're getting some pretty good value in the morning line. 7 for 8 in the top 3 this season. Outside post to overcome, but I see him as being a player in there as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 3, Drive Like You Stole It. The last 2 starts got seconds, but the 2 starts before that were in the Golden Boy Leg 1 and the Futurity. So it showed up bigger in the stakes race than it did the normal races. So I'm going to take the 3, followed by Don's Night Owl with Glenn LeDrew. I'm going to, if I'm betting wise, I'm going to go 2-3, obvious 2-3, 2-3 all. Right. I'm going to try but I'm, for this sake, and then for third, I'm going to go with the 4, Serial Killer, 2 straight thirds, last time in 2:01.1. That time is right on pace to some of these horses' winning time. So I'll take 3-2-4 in my Golden Boy Final.
I agree with you though. 2-3, 3-2. It's tough to separate them, but that 2 horse has just been showing up big there in the last couple of outings.
Of course. Race 4, Horse and Gelding's non-winners of a race. Manitoba Bredder allowed 1 though. However, who do you like in race 4?
4th race here. Number 2, Owl's Dragon Jack. Mark Fillion. He jogged 2 back there and then paced a 2-2 mile in his latest. That's good enough for me to get the job done in the 4th. Number 5, I'm looking at for the deuce, and that being Get It Done Bud. Another one for Corey Manning here. Huge improvement the last time out. You look through those program lines from the 3 starts before that, and not a whole lot to like, but he did show 2-2 back there in mid-July, and then found that form last time out. So I like him. I think he's worth a look with those. And for third, going to use number 3, Inside Joke, Daryl Mason. Top 3 potential. He appears to be best of the rest. I'm going to chase after 2, 5, 3 in the 4th.
Yeah, we're on par. I like the 2. Really hard to go against Owl's Dragon Jack. I think the only one to really have a win. One of the few that have a win out of this bunch. And then for second, I'm going to go with the outside Get It Done Bud. A huge jump, 6 seconds almost better. And then I'm going to go with Inside Joke to round out my triactor.
Right on.
Race 5, the start of our pick 4. Maybe we'll go over our pick 4s real quick before we get into the race 5. So who do you got in your pick 4?
I remember keying a few of them last time we looked at the card that get rained out, but we'll start off with a key here. I'm going to use the 5, AK Up and Atom here, Tyler Grundy, to kick things off. He's been 5 for 6 top 3s this season. Big efforts, like huge efforts in his last 2 when he's been parked the mile, even showing a break there last time out. So for me, I mentioned here in the last show that when a horse is showing parked the mile, I usually allow for 2 seconds off. So really, for me, AK Up and Atom, the 5, is showing me a couple of 2-2 miles. I think he's much the best there, and he's going to be my key player. The 4, Sassy Libby, another live one for Mark Fillion. Going to try her for second best, as she's always in the hunt. And number 1, with the rail advantage here, Bits and Bites. Solid contender, very playable for the try-in here. The juvenile stake, I believe, will go to AK up and at him, 5-4-1. But yeah, I forgot we're going on with the pick 4 here. So let's be up to 5, okay? And we'll go over into race 6 then. My bad. Over into race 6, we're going to go to the inside 2 in the leg 2 of that pick 4. Buck Rogers, Trevor Williams for his first career driving win. And then next door, he's got another starter and a little piece of my heart, Glenn LeDroux, always one to consider there. So the 1 and 2 for me in race number 6 kind of jump off the page. Then it's going to be an all button in leg 3, race 7. I couldn't really separate them all. I wanted to have an all button somewhere to try to track down some value in this pick 4. So maybe the third leg, the value player shows up. And final leg, race number 8, we're going to use the 4, Colonel Kelly, and the 5, Next Thing Smoking.
Ooh, I like that one. Yeah, for my pick 4, going back to race 5, I agree. AK Up and Adam has a shot at it, but with all these 2-year-olds and they're all pretty close, I went with the 1, 4, and 5.
Okay, yeah, I remember you going that way last time.
Yeah, I like those ones. In race number 6, I agree. Trevor's got a shot at getting his first win, but I can't count out his other entry, the number 2. So I have 1, 2 in race 6. Race 7, I'm going to go with 2, Liz Place, another LeDroux Williams combo, with Marv the Rat with Corey Manning, and Red Star Tiger with Daryl Mason. So that's 2, 4, 5 there. And in my finale, I'm going to go with Trevor, the other driving horse, Rusty's Flying, in with Colonel Kelly. So we're a little different there, but...
Yeah, you stated your case on Rusty's Flying there last time, the big qualifier there, and the Trevor does get along with him. So Trevor's got a couple of good shots.
Of course. So yeah, we're going to jump back. You said 5, 4, 1.
Yeah, let's stick with that. I haven't changed my mind in the last minute and a half here, so I'm going to stick 5, 4, 1.
Perfect. I'm going to go with the rail horse, number 1, Bits and Bites. It's always gotten the rail, and it's done fairly well there. Yeah. You are getting me. You have a point with that 2-second variant there with the 5. So that's why I'm going to go with 5 for second. It has started from the outside before and still has finished well. And then for third, I'm going to go with Sassy Libby, the 4.
Yeah, I like your chances there. And as mentioned, that 5 AK Up and Adam, I just like his grit grinding effort there. There's not a whole lot of early speed by the looks of things, but he just keeps on coming all day, and he can live on the outside. Let's go, Tyler Grundy.
Let's go. Race 6, non-winners of 4. Phillies and Mares 5. Who do you got in this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it up for Trevor to get his first career driving win aboard the 1, Buck Rogers. He showing some pretty good form in recent starts. Gets a teammate to work with there. His barn mate, a little piece of my heart, leaving at a post 2, Glenn LeDroux. So Trevor Williams or Glenn LeDroux with a couple of Trevor Williams trainees. The 1, 2 for me, first and second, and then we're going to use the 5 on the outside there. Number 5, 2 shoes, beaten fave last time. One to think about indeed. A 1, 2, 5, 2, 1, 5. But still, I like Trevor to win his first career start in the sulky.
Yeah, I have the exact same. I'm going to go with Buck Rogers. Hard to go against the rail horse and the morning odds favorite. And of course, Glenn LeDroux for second with Little Piece of My Heart. And then for third, I have the exact same as well, 2 shoes. I really liked how this horse didn't have a great start a few weeks ago, but then, it's really turned it around the last few weeks. So I'm going to get the 1, 2, and 5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And race 7, we got a little retirement race for Great Quote. Also, a little bit of a claiming and some non-winners in here of an amount. Who do you like in race 7?
I like them all.
Yeah.
That's why I got the all button third leg of the pick 4. But as far as selections go, I'll rely on the 2, Liz Place. He's a morning line favorite here at 7 to 5. Glenn LeDroux, a live bullet, of course. He draws much better than, the last time we did this show. He had an outside post. So Liz Place draws well here at inside post 2. Does his best when on or near the lead. So for me, it's a top call with these. The 3 horse, Northfield Nelly. I know this big mare from Alberta. She's got some early speed. First time for trainer Trevor Williams. So again, Trevor with a pair of live ones here in the 7th, using 2 and 3. I'm expecting to see more from Northfield and Nelly joining up with Trevor here. And for 4th, we'll go outside to the 6th. Don't rock the boat, Don Howlett. I don't see this one racing near the lead. He's going to have to come from well off the pace, but I do like his final quarters there in his last couple of outings, 30 and 2, 29 and 3. So he can find his way into the try to maybe add some value to it here. Wide open, though, likely one of the deepest fields on the day.
Oh, yeah. The Claimers race is always the toughest here. I'm going to go with the 2 as well. Liz Place has won this race a few times this year, gets an better, like you said, a better draw position than last week. For 2nd, I'm going to go with Marv the Rat, the 4. And then for 3rd, I'm just going to go with Red Star Tiger, the 5. These 3 horses have basically been fighting for the Claimers race all year long. Yeah. I'm a little worried about that 3, but we'll see what she can do. But I'm going to go with 2, 4, and 5.
It's just a great race. I mean, it's tough to separate them all. I mean, is somebody going to run Liz Place throughout, or are they going to sort of hand it to him in the early going? If he gets a cheap quarter in anywhere along the way, it's going to be very tough to beat 2, Liz Place. But someone's got to run them at some point, I'm thinking.
Of course. Race 8, finale of our pick 4. Non-winners of 2, fillies and mares 3. Who do you like in this one?
All right, we're just going to get this program back up here for race number 9.
8.
Race 8, that is. Sorry. We're going to use the 4, Colonel Kelly. He's 7 for 7, top 3 for 2021. What's not to like about this one? Never better than he is right now. Huge 29 flat final quarter to grab a new mark. 2 minutes 1/5 last time out. That same effort wins this race all day, I'm thinking. Number 5. You know what? I'm not minding these outside post starters today. There's some live ones on the outside. Don't be afraid to play outside of the gate. The 5, Next Thing Smoking, getting class relief here. 2 minute speed, each of his last 2. Beware of Next Thing Smoking from Mark Fillion. And to round this one out, the 3, Jim Strikes It Rich. Last couple of miles look fine. I believe it's a top 3 threat. We're going to go 4, 5, 3 in race 8.
My race 8, I'm going to go with the rail horse, Rusty's Flying, Trevor Williams. I can't get over that 2-minute qualifying time. Chris Brown and Glenn LeDrew can't handle this mare. So trainer Trevor needs to take over. And, and this will be, I guess, the second start of the day. Could easily go 2 for 2, I think, on the day here. For 2nd, I'm going to go with the Colonel Kelly. I really like the last time out again. You had 2 minutes with the 29-second flat final quarter. And then for my 3rd, I'm going to go with, where am I here? Number 2, the other Braybrook entry, Nelly's on the Money. Both these horses had a really good outing last time we actually did get to race. So I think these two now in the same race will definitely battle it out for 2nd. But Rusty's Flying is going to be flying around those corners with Trevor.
Trevor's with a couple of great shots to pick up his first career driving win. That's going to be exciting for him and maybe for you to call it too, right?
Oh, yeah. I always have fun with that. Race 9, non-winners of 2, fillies and mares 3. We're getting near the end here. Who do you got in this one?
I'm going to stay with Zippity Zoom. I know we picked him on the other show. I'm going to stay with him here. He's 7 for 8, top 3. I love consistent horses, right? So this is one right here. Appears to be sitting on a win. You go back through his lines. He's showing second best 3 of his last 4 outings. So for me, sitting on a win, ready to pop in there. Number 4, Tagoras, he romped in his latest, but will face a bit tougher in my mind this time. But and he's also got to mind his manners as well. He does show a few breaks in the program line, so that's why I lean towards the 2 horse in there on top. And the 5, Passion and Pearls. Here's another outside post starter. I'm thinking maybe a show ticket on every horse that starts for the outside today. You might do all right at Miami. Number 5, Passion and Pearls. A newbie for Trevor Williams. Give her a shot with these. I'm going to expect some improvement, and I don't think you're going to get the morning line value of 8-1 with Glenn LeDrew, Trevor Williams teaming up.
No, of course not. I agree with my top 2. Our top 2 is the same. Zippity Zoom, really hard to go against that one. Yeah. And Tagoras for 2nd. I'm going to go on a little bit of a hunch. I want to see what the Eastern Invader on the rail does. Union Man Hanover. Yeah. Those tracks are half mile, right? So, similar time to what we have here in the program, and he's finishing near the back of the pack in 2:01 and 2:02 and 2 minutes. So wonder what he'll do on the Manitoba surface with the Nathan.
I'm down here. I'm down here where this horse has been racing, and they are flying here this summer. I something in the air, man. It's been hot, and standardbreds, they love the heat. I was listening to the race card a few weeks ago, and Vance Cameron, well-known track announcer down here, the boom guy, he said the standardbreds love the heat, and that's what it's been down here for the month of August. So, yeah, they've been flying here.
Perfect. Let's see what this one can do now in the slightly cooler prairie breeze.
Right.
Race 10, we got the open, bunch of geldings with the one mare. Who do you like in this one?
I'm gonna take the 3. Read the proposal, draws well, 4 wins in his last 6. He's got to be the one to beat, right? Using 3 on top. Glenn LeDrew, how many wins is he gonna have? You know, I see him. I think I got him on top 5 or 6 times, maybe. So he's in for a big day, I think. And this is going to be another one in the winner's circle, I think. Number 3, read the proposal. Number 1, Pure Edition. It's the girl taking on the boys. 7 for 7, top 2 player this season. 5 of those being wins. Gets a rail to work with and gets a big shot to maybe upend read the proposal there in race number 9. And number 2, Appoggiatura, I think. Here's another one, 7 for 7, top 3 player, but yet to win in 2021. Triactor potential indeed here. I guess we're in race 10, the open pacers. 1 or 3, 3 or 1. What do you like?
I got the 3, read the proposal. And I'm going to go with the 2, Appoggiatura for second.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from the mare on this one. I'm going to go with the outside, Sanga Savannah with Tyler Grundy for third. She's just had a little bit of a leg issue, I believe. So she's had a few extra weeks, well, 1 extra week off from everyone else. And I'm not too sure how she's been training. Right. But I'm going to go with the horses who had 1 less week off than her.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see that Pure Edition now. It's going to be close to a month between starts, right? So, but like I said, that rail helps, and I love consistency, right? 7 for 7 and 5 straight wins coming in. It's hard not to think about her, and a great race. You'll enjoy that one, right?
Yeah, this is one I hope I am wrong. I hope the one can. I like to see that going for 6 straight wins now. Yeah, 6 straight wins. So I hope I'm wrong on that one, but I'm going to go with the 3. The other Trevor Williams 2-5.
Right on.
In race 11, Fillies and Mares Open, the last race in Manitoba this year. Who do you got in this one?
To cap off the Manitoba season, number 5, Hurry Home, going to the highest earner of this field, a 6-time winner this season. I believe is a must-play to close it out. Daryl Mason, Hurry Home, get her done. Going to the rail here for second best, that being the one, A Cowboy's Dream. Jacqueline Grundy training, Tyler Grundy in the bike, a second best in each of her last 2. I like the rail. Yet to win this season is the only reason I didn't play her on top. Number 3, Bold and Sporty. Glenn LeDrew, Trevor Williams team up here. Third best in her last 2. I like her for that again here. Worth a look, Bold and Sporty to end off the try in race 11. Yeah, that's a 5-1-3, I guess, on my end.
Yeah, I agree with the 5. Really hard to go against this one. Only lost once so far from coming to Manitoba, I believe. Mm-hmm. And that was to Pure Edition, who's in with the boys. For second, I'm going to go with the 3, the Bold and Sporty with LeDrew and Williams. And for third, I'm going to throw one up to my boy Chris Brown, Farmer Strikes fame, to try to make this, give some value to this triactor. So I'm going to go 5-3-4 to end off the season.
Chris Brown, value player. I said it last time. I'll say it again. Only guy ever morning line at 50-1 out of Edmonton, and if he can get the job done there, it's going to be definitely some value. Number 4, Farmer Strikes fame for Chris Brown. So, yeah, it's been a slice, man.
Awesome. Thank you for being on.
Yeah, and best of luck to everybody closing out the season in Manitoba, and thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. Cheers from PEI.